we'll recess in.
Digitized. Remember when I did from 1973 to 2003 when I took over, had my microfilm, roll film from the salt mines digitized and put on CDs, and then put on the computer, which is what the part-time or the floater girl does now. That she does the indexing and gets them. It's a long project. We're still doing that. However, in the meantime, my reader printer, about a month and a half or 2 months ago, a man from Kodak showed up to just do a routine service call on it, which I thought was, that's fine. It's under contract. Let him do it, and he did, and we were real busy at the time, and he left and said, everything, you know, see you later, da, da, da. I went to use the machine about 30 minutes later, and it didn't work.
They did a good job servicing it, didn't they?
So since then, he's been out about 6 times, and then another girl from the company who's higher up has been out, and they have not been able to fix whatever he did wrong. The first time he came out, he said, well, it's not this, you're going to need a new drum. So they told me to order a new drum at the cost of $433. Got the drum, put the drum in, it didn't fix the problem. Okay, so then they order more parts and back and forth. Still does not work. So I'm really unhappy with Kodak. Because I had a machine that worked, but now I don't. So I started pricing new machines, which were going to run anywhere from a refurbished used one from $7,000 to $8,000 up into $15,000. And I thought to myself, finally, why don't I just have the rest of my film digitized so I don't have to use that machine, which was my long-range plans anyway. So for less than $6,000, I'm going to have the rest of my film digitized.
Well, what about, get back to this, is he going to come back and work on some more?
No, they've done all they can do with it, they told me. And I sent the drum back and told them I refused to pay for it.
Well, I think so.
And then he called me Friday and said, well, I can't take this drum back, it's ruined. It's written all over, and I didn't write on it, I didn't even touch it. I just had the unopened package box there, and the Kodak man did it. And I realized that the part isn't from Kodak, it's from Crane Imaging, because they don't make the parts for this machine anymore because it's so old. So you get parts that are, whatever you call it, redone to go in there.
Remanufactured.
And I said, well, I'm sorry. I said I had the guy take it out, put it in the exact box, and have it ready for me to mail back to you. Anyway, he was pretty unhappy with me, and I said, okay, fine, send me the drum back, I'll pay for it. Then I'm going to talk to Kodak, and I'll try to get reimbursed from them. But then he did call me back, and he said, look, let's work out a deal. I have 3 lenses that go to that machine, and each one of those lenses is pretty darn expensive. I'm guessing when we bought the machine in '92, they were probably worth about $4,000 each, the lenses alone. So, you know, it's old now, but he told me that if I would give him the lenses from the machine, that he wouldn't make me pay for the drum. So
The machine's not going to be
it's worthless.
anyhow.
It's sitting there taking up space right now. So
yeah, it sounds like a better deal to do what you're doing.
yeah, and
he's
he's still, and I think all along, I swear, the guy that came out and did the service call, who told me where to order the drum and who to get it from, is in cahoots with the guy that's trying to sell me the new machine.
No, not really.
I think so.
So I and he, like, just Friday, he's like, what about that machine? I sent you all the information, and I said, I'm sorry, it's going to be cheaper to digitize my film.
Yeah.
And I wanted to
In a service contract, how much year is that?
Oh.
I think it's getting higher all the time,
It's due
because of the age.
it's due in December, and it's probably gone up to about $1,500, 15 to 17 a year. So yeah, I'm going to save from paying that. And
Plus the fact they'll do all the digital.
yeah, well, yeah, the company I'm using will
Yeah.
get the digitizing done, and I went and retrieved the film from the salt mines last week myself, so I saved money from having that done, and then I will take it to Great Bend. It's going to be done in Great Bend from Sunrise Software, which is who did my first batch, and I'm very happy with it. So
Good.
Good.
That's my new project.
All right,
Yeah.
sounds good.
Yeah.
The best way to go, solve the
Yeah.
problem too.
So I'll have a need a printer that the guys can haul off to the landfill.
Minus the lens.
Minus the lenses.
Yeah, don't forget.
Yeah, I'm gonna call Kodak though and talk to this service technician's manager or supervisor. And I am gonna see if there's any other parts out of the machine that can be salvaged.
Yeah.
But, so, no, I was very irritated.
I think
Rightly
so.
so.
So, that's all I've got.
All right, okay, thanks. I guess we'll recess again.
Okay.
Okay.
There's a rehearsal.
Take two.
Anybody else has anything?
I don't have anything.
I'd ask for a motion to adjourn then.
I so moved.
We are adjourned.